Your microphones are muted and your cameras are off. Please use the Q&A function to ask questions. If you have any technical issues, comments, please use the chat. A short agenda. I will walk you through what is EUopSTART. Then there is a lot of new eligibility rules and changes to the previous scheme. And then lastly, there will be where you can some links to where you can read more and how we can get in contact, or you can get in contact with me. EUopSTART is a funding scheme that supports Danish participation in Horizon Europe and Europe Defence Fund. So it supports, you can use the support to cover the expenses involved in the preparatory activities when writing your application. You can get up to 50% of your total expenses covered, which means that you also have to co-finance yourself with 50% of the expenses. The funding can be used for either salary, travel expenses, and/or consultancy costs. As I mentioned, there are quite some extended new eligibility rules and changes to the scheme. First of all, who are really eligible for funding? The instrument can be used by companies and research organizations, especially GTS, that are eligible for funding. As a new thing, universities are no longer available for funding or eligible for funding, which means that the universities cannot apply for EUopSTART grants. You can apply for the EUopSTART either as a coordinator, a partner in a consortium, or a monobeneficiary. You can apply for 75,000 Danish kroners if you are a coordinator or partner in a stage 1 of stage 2 application. If you are a partner in stage 1 applications or stage 2 in stage 2 applications. If you are a coordinator, partner, or a monobeneficiary for the European Innovation Council, the European Innovation Ecosystem, EUropSTART, or European Research Council synergy grants. Lastly, you can apply for the 75,000 if you are a partner in a Marie Curie application. You can also apply for 150,000 Danish kroners. You can apply for that if you are a coordinator of a stage 1 application or a coordinator of a stage 2 in stage 2 applications, or if you are a coordinator of a Marie Curie application. You can use the funding, as I mentioned previously, for salary, travel expenses, or external consultancies. As a new rule, you can now use 100% of the funding for external consultancies. Previously, you have only been able to use maximum of 70% of the funding for the external consultancy. That is now changed to 100%. Also, as a new thing, how we evaluate the application, the application is evaluated on a score from 1 to 5. As a new thing, there will be a threshold of 6 points in the evaluation, which means that applications which receive less than 6 points in the evaluation will not be taken into consideration when the grants are distributed. You can apply 4 times in 2026. You can apply in February. The call will open tomorrow. You can apply in May, in August, and in November. Please make sure that you read all of the rules in the call text at our website. I just listed the contact information here, where you can also find a link for the new EUopSTART call text. And since I know that there will most likely be a lot of questions, I have made a lot of time for questions and answers. So please write your questions in the chat, and I will try to answer them all. There is a question on why universities can no longer apply for EUopSTART fund. There have been made a decision that the EUopSTART should be an instrument that supports the internationalization process of the companies and GTS institutes. Therefore, the universities can no longer apply. There's also a question from an anonymous. Can we apply if our applications is not a 1 or 2 stage application, but not just a normal application? Yes, of course. You can apply as a normal application in the project program. For the projects in Pillar 2, most of them will be either single applications, single stage application, or 2 stage applications. So that's why I've included both of the type of projects in the call text. Yes, at the moment I don't see any more questions. Yes, how do you prioritize funding between applications and EDF applications? There are separate budget for Horizon Europe applications and EDF application, but they have to live up to the rules set out in the call text. There are also 2 different call texts. So there are one call text with the rules and regulations for the Horizon Europe, and then there are one call text for the European Defence Fund. So all of the projects will be evaluated according to the call text, and then overall they will be prioritized in which ones is the best ones according to the rules. Are universities not eligible for EUopSTART for EDF projects? No, universities are no longer eligible for EUopSTART funding either from Horizon Europe or from the European Defence Fund. So they are not able to apply for either of the grants. I'll just wait and see if there are other questions. As I mentioned, this webinar is quite short because it's just a walkthrough of the new rules and regulations. You can find the call text on the website, linked to here. We will send the slides and then you can access the call text on the website. If there are further questions, you're of course welcome to contact me directly on my either email or by phone. I don't think that there are any more questions. Perfect. Then I think, oh, maybe there is one here. If I'm a coordinator of a Pillar 2 project, I can't apply if I'm hired at a university. That is correct. If you're from a university, you can no longer apply for EUopSTART. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think that this ends our webinar series. All of the webinars will be posted in video on our website in January, and you can also always contact the different NCPs that have been responsible for the webinars. The slides will be sent to all of you during this week. And then I hope that you had a great time and that you have learned a lot about the Horizon Europe. Yes, thank you. Have a nice day.